Alright everyone, so here is the video on the Holmes 750. Obviously a little late to the party on this one, but anyways, let's just kind of go over the basics and how to use this thing. So first things first, let's go over the side legs, because these are real simple to use. So just kind of open the door or don't. It's kind of up to you. They don't collide with the door, by the way. But anyways, so all you have to do, this prompt here, unpin and pin. So unpin makes it to where it can be moved, and pin locks it in place. So, for example, I pulled it out a little bit here, so I want to put it back. I will, pick it up and pull in, and then do the pin, and now it's locked back in place where it was in the first place. But simply, when you're on a recovery, just unpin, grab, stick it out, and pin it. So there you go. And that's all you have to do with the side leg. Now the booms, so what these are essentially is you get two booms on the same mast, and you can have these pinned together or you can separate them. So right now, basically this is a modern day stick boom. So they act together, when they're pinned together, they are one boom, and this is pretty much a modern day stick boom, because basically what we can do, this is what I'll go ahead and show. So, your brand new hydraulic stick boom or whatever, it's nice and all, but this can do the exact same thing, except for you just only have three positions that the booms can be put in. So what I've done here, the little pegs here, these unlock the booms to be extended. So when you click these, that basically locked back in the white boom. Click those. Now we can see that I can't extend either one. But simply clicking both of these, and this unlocks the extension on both. Now I want you to notice I pulled this out a little bit, and we can't lock in any of these positions right now. You have to make it to one of the positions. So the middle position's kind of somewhat challenging sometimes to get. But the easiest one is just to pull them out to the end. And then you might have to, there we go, both of them. So anyways, that's all you have to do to turn this thing into, a modern 25-ton wrecker that you've extended the boom out on. So this is basically like using it as a stick boom. So, but obviously we can very easily, we can drop these back down, and we can unlock the booms from here, and then we can swing these off to the side. So, you know, it's basically, you can go from being a stick boom to a rotator. The only thing is you can't control the rotation, so the only thing you can do is grab it and kind of attempt to move it. And you can't really extend in and out when picking things up. All it will do, if I pick something up right now and I unpin it in midair, all it'll do is just go straight in to the first hole. That's it. So, so yeah, I mean, it's very simple, but it's very, very useful once you get the hang of, like, how to use it. Um, and I would say, honestly, the biggest challenge with the booms when you have it, when you're kind of using it as a rotator, I think the biggest challenge is just only having one winch, obviously, because you have to kind of think a little bit more of, like, something that you would normally take and put one cable here and one cable there. You have to figure out how to do it with one cable. So you end up using the rigging and chains and stuff, or try to find the center of balance kind of deal. But yeah, so anyways, that is how to work the booms. So at this point, you've kind of seen everything that you need to really know with this thing. So I'm gonna get this to that. You can see that the center hole is kind of challenging to get. Anyways, but you've seen now kind of what all this is. Now, when the booms are unpinned, of course, they do raise and lower independently. When they are pinned together, as you saw before, they um, they work together. So they will raise and lower together. Um, let's see here. Go ahead and lock this in. Usually, when I'm using this truck, I'm just kind of the type of person to just slam things like this. And then, for example, I'm getting ready to lock the booms. I mean, I'm just kind of one of these people. So, don't really pay it a lot of mind. Let's see here if I can get that on. And yeah, so now the booms have to be very close together. I kind of made it like that so you couldn't just attach them together while they're fully out to the sides, and then, you know, crazy things happen there. So, anyways, but now I guess let's go over just some simple things. So, for example, if you pull up to a scenario where there's just like a truck in a ditch, all you need to do is just like pull the front out or the back out or something like that. And you don't want to put the boom off to the side. You don't want to mess with any of that. Well, it can be very simple. You can just throw your um, stiff leg out, and then you can actually use these controls here, which switch between the end of the boom to the actual mast. And then now we're actually able just to winch directly off of this point. So this is basically in a built-in side puller, because back in the day you can see how this mast is essentially the base of everything. Like, these booms are just kind of accessories. um a lot of people actually used just the mast unit with the legs and everything. They would just use these as side pullers. When the hydraulic trucks came out, they would stick these on the frame in front of the hydraulic unit and have their side puller. So that's kind of what these things are. So that's what switching back and forth is really for. It's basically to go from the ability to kind of use it like a side puller to then using it with a boom. So you get the idea. And then I guess the next thing to kind of you know say is that when you're working off the side, there will be times where you are outnumbered. You're kind of tipping this thing over. So, kind of want to talk about leverage here. So, when you're, retracted in like this, it's not going to be putting much force on this thing, and it should be very, very stable. But when you're all the way extended out like this, you'll be putting a lot of leverage on this truck, and it'll probably want to tip it. Now, an easy way to anchor off is to simply just do the mast and do like that. Like, if you're tipping with the white boom, you can just do that with the mast with the blue attached to a tree or something, and you're kind of anchored. But say that you have the white boom raised up quite high, kind of like this blue line will not really be that effective for you. You're going to need to actually probably swing that boom out and kind of raise it like the white one, because the higher your point is, the more leverage it's going to put. So, right here, this would be very, very effective. This would help anchor the truck and prevent tipping a lot more than just from here. You can kind of see the difference. So, this would be efficient enough. to kind of hold you still. So, but anyways, that's just some kind of basic things to think about. And then obviously when you're on an incline, you probably just don't even want to try to use the booms. Um, I mean, you can use the booms on a hill, like split is what I'm talking about. But obviously, they work off gravity. So if your front end of your truck is pointed up, then I mean your booms are just gonna keep doing this to you. They're just gonna keep on pointing to the rear of your truck. And this little thing here is kind of hard to use, but anyways, they'll just keep trying to do that. They'll always be pointing because gravity will be pulling them, back like that. But anyways, that is, I mean that's basically it. And the sling, it's just like the 850 or not 850, 1801. Same thing. It's just your boom is different. Which the only thing I will say about the sling, using it with the booms unpinned is it just doesn't really work that well. So when you're using the sling, probably just best bet to go ahead and pin them back together, basically. So, but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it on this thing. It's very, very simple. Once you get to using it, it is quite easy to navigate. So, anyways, um, yeah, I can't really think of anything else. So, hopefully, this helps some of you that are confused about this truck. I may do more videos, like actual videos of doing recoveries with it, probably, because I feel like that'll actually help people more than just this little basic video. So, anyways, hope this helps for now. Maybe we can do some more videos of it in the future.